Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Orina. With nerve-wracking work going on in almost every corner of Panjim city, the question on every citizen's mind is, when will this nightmare end? When will these works be completed? Will they consult the people to avoid inconvenience? Mayor Rohit Monserrat said that the sewerage works will end by March 31st, 2023 and thereafter roads will be tarred, while the universal footpaths and GSUDA roads will be completed by October 2023. Also in the near future, smart city project plans will be presented to the people and will move only after people approve. Listen in.
Which is happening in Panjim city as a mayor?
See, as a mayor, now we have to do regular inspections also now, based on what is based on our thing, because we want to. So now, as of now, see, some projects are going, see, WRD projects we are completely happy with also. There are slight delays and everything, but they are sticking to their schedule. So WRD I have no issue with. Now there are certain projects, like for example now, two of the main projects now are that the universal footpaths. That is one thing, and the other one is the G-Soda roads. So now I was talking to the secretary. So now what they do in other cities is basically they have one consultation. So they have like a roadmap. So this is the development work that is going to be happening within the next 6 months. These are the people that will be affected by it, and we should meet those people. So now going forward, that is one step that was not being done. So going forward, this is what we're going to do. For example, now that Goa International Road, it was the contractor had wanted to block off the entire road without giving people access to the emergency vehicles, fire in case there was an emergency, stuff like that. So now what we did was basically we stopped the work. We told the contractor, you present the plan. That plan we will then present to the people. Once the people of that area are satisfied with your thing, then only you all can go ahead with it. So that is what we're going to do in the next phase also now. For example, from STP till Goa International, so that remaining stretch, we will do the same thing. We will ask the contractor for the plan, we will consult the people. Once they are satisfied, only then will the work go ahead. So we are going to do this with every smart city project also going forward. Because now we understand that the people are going through a lot of issues and we should do our level best to basically address all of this.
And also people are unhappy because some roads are blocked only to keep the raw materials which will be required
so
for the
work. We had
work.
spoken to the contractor about that also. So now they are taking up, say now the universal footpath. That is one thing that is being blocked also. So they will take up half of the section, the other half is the next part. Anyway, sewage and all the departments are working together. So those roads anyway cannot be utilized because sewage also is doing their work. So it is planned accordingly. So that is why half the thing is being taken up also.
Mayor, when we are expecting the Panjim to be smart? How many more months, years?
Project end. See, certain projects, sewage will get over by March 31st. Okay, that is the completion date for their thing. After that, PWD will do reinstatement of all the roads that are damaged. Now, certain other projects now will take time. October of this year is the deadline for other projects. Your universal footpaths, your G-Soda roads. So now these are big issues. Now, for example, now practically I tell you the problems the contractors are facing. Now, nowhere in Panjim has the say water pipeline, electricity pipeline, you have your internet cabling, that has not been mapped throughout the city. So now the contractors when they are doing the work will find say electricity cables 50 centimeters below the road, or you will find water pipelines where they are not supposed to be, or electric pipelines where they are not supposed to be. So now because of that there are certain delays. So we are addressing them as we go forward.
But when?
October 23rd is the official deadline. If it extends, I will tell you.
Prasad Polji for Herald TV.
Should student councils be affiliated to any political party? What do people think of the incident which occurred in St. Xavier's College, Mapsa on 21st January 2023? Find out on our special edition of Street Voices.
I strongly feel that it is okay for a political party being affiliated to a students' council, but one needs to understand that all the internal elections that happen, it's within the college. No political party should ever get involved or interfere in these elections. We have grown up, we have seen elections happening in our college, but we have never seen any political party ever interfering in these elections ever before. Whatever we saw or heard in Mapsa at St. Xavier's College is quite disappointing because educational institutions are a place where we build the youth, and youth is basically the foundation of our country. We need to set good example. We should definitely not encourage such activities again in the future, and I strongly condemn such activity happening.
I strongly condemn the behavior of the newly elected General Secretary of St. Xavier College. He was backed by ABVP, who is affiliated to the BJP. What has happened there is a complete mockery of the students' issues. there is a hierarchy that you can approach your seniors to or your teachers to. But that has not happened. What happened was only dadagiri, a complete misuse of the powers that is being given to him. And I strongly condemn that. As an entrepreneur, I have multiple businesses not only in Goa but across the state of in India and abroad as well. And I seek to give employment to the students from my hometown, that is Goa. I seek to give employment from students coming from reputed colleges like St. Xavier's, DMCs. There are many students already working with me at the moment. But looking at these kind of agitations and the behavior of students that has been involved in protest without following any protocols or without following any hierarchy, I am giving the statement today that it will be difficult for me and my other fellow entrepreneurs to recruit students like this, which will only give rise to unemployment, which has already been the heights of the India is right now facing the heights of unemployment. Goa has been seeing a lot of unemployment happening, and this will also add to it. Why is? By looking at the behavior of students like this, tomorrow they will agitate in our companies as well, without any reason.
St. Xavier's College, a premier educational institution, which came under attack by the ABVP, creating panic among teachers, students, and members of staff, is unacceptable and deserves to be condemned by one and all. The unruly, aggressive, abusive, and threatening behavior of a couple of students under the banner of ABVP, and the silence of the Chief Minister, who is also the Education Minister, on this episode for over 24 hours is questionably shocking. The CM should understand that the education is not only imbibing knowledge but imbibing discipline and molding the character of the youth of our state. I have observed the NSUI as a very neutral person under Naushad in Goa, take care of issues without resorting to disorderly behavior. The recent ABVP delegation, which met the Chief Minister in the middle of January, where he gave an audience promising to resolve educational issues, raises a question whether at this meeting he certainly indicated to push for the installation of this unethical council. I say unethical because reports suggest that the council elections were not fought on any banner having political affiliations, more so the ABVP. I hope and pray that the St. Xavier's management stands firm, acts in a way that will instill discipline, discourage students from behaving in an unruly manner.
10 दीस तुमका दिल्लेले त्यांना कॉलेज ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेशनाक खबर असले की 10 दीस आम्ही तुमका दिता. 10 दीस झाल्यांना 21 तारखेक काल 10 दीस कंप्लीट झालेले आणि त्यांना 10 दीस कंप्लीट जाऊन आम्ही एबीपीन तसे सांगलेले की इंडक्शन जाऊंक ना जाल्यार आम्ही आंदोलन करतले. ते आंदोलन आम्ही भुरग्यांच्या हितान काल आम्ही आंदोलन ते केले आणि तुमका सगळ्यांक दिसून येले. झेवियर कॉलेज ही डेमोक्रेसीक सध्या मारूंक सोदता. इलेक्टेड जनरल सेक्रेटरी, इलेक्टेड जॉईंट सेक्रेटरी आणि इलेक्टेड कल्चरल सेक्रेटरी यांचो इंडक्शन असलो तो करूंक सोदिना. अजून सुद्धा त्यांच्यानी ऑफिशियली आमका लेटर दिवंक ना.
The Carnival Committee of the Mapsa Municipal Council met on Monday. After the meeting of the Carnival Committee, Acting Chairperson Shekhar Benkar announced that the Mapsa Carnival and the Mapsa Float Parade will be held on 21st February. The float parade route will be from church to the bus stand. Here are the details.
Meeting of Jizalya regarding Carnival 21 February Carnival आमकां डेट फिक्स केल्ली आसा. रूट जो आसा तो वार्षिक प्रमाणे तसोच आसतलो. ते कांय चेंजीस आसचे फ्रॉम चर्च टू बस स्टँड. कमिटी आत्तां आमी हेका केल्ली आसा. कन्व्हिनियर आमचो आमदार MLA जोशुआ डिसोजा. चेअरमॅन आसतलो तो म्हापसा म्युनिसिपल चेअरमॅन आसतलो. वायस चेअरमॅन जे आसात ते उरलेले सगळे 19 कावन्सिलर वायस चेअरमॅन. सेक्रेटरी केएल ब्रागांजा, जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी मायकल कारास्को, ट्रेजरर योगेश खेडेकर, जॉइंट ट्रेजरर अभय कुरगांवकर. बाकीचे प्रोग्रामाची कमिटी जी आसा म्हणजे हे जे मेन आम्ही कमिटी काढल्यात ते बसून आम्ही डिस्कस करून फायनल करतले.
प्रोग्रामाची कशी कितें आसलें बाकी
तर प्रोग्रामाची आता परत आमची आता कमिटी आज जी काढल्या तेजेर बसून मागीर आमी एक प्रोग्रामाची इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर कमिटी, फ्लोट कमिटी, पब्लिसिटीक एक आनी रिसेप्शन एक अशें ग्रुप वायज सारकी कमिटी काढून प्रोग्राम सेट करतले.
The Town and Country Planning Department has revoked the order of technical clearance given to the controversial hill cutting at Kakanamodi Hill in Kunkoli. Revocation order noted that contour plans submitted to the department were wrong and the private developers violated the TCP Act by illegally excavating slopy land to build a 30-meter wide road. The order brings to an end a year-long battle by Kunkolkars to save the picturesque hill from destruction. What is of concern, however, is that the deputy town planner is silent on the restoration of the hilly and slopy land to its original position, which has been allegedly illegally cut by the developer as per the TCP site verification.
After suspension of technical clearance, will TCP order the restoration of Kakanamodi Hill? The TCP order reveals that the developer had cut the sloping land for the development of 10-meter wide internal road on the western side of the property for a stretch of 30 meters. The TCP order also says that the illegal hill cutting is also noticed towards the northern side of the property. The question therefore arises is, will the TCP direct the developer to restore the sloping part of the hill at Kunkoli? It appears the TCP has presently not taken any decision to restore the hill. Kunkoli MLA and leader of opposition Yuri Alemão credited the revocation order to the residents of Kunkoli for their tireless efforts by way of filing complaints and agitating at the illegal hill site, while eventually compelling the government to act. Dr. Jocelyn Fernandez said, "We had a counter plan of the hillock to checkmate the illegal, corrupt TCP department," he said. Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Authorities, including the Goa Police Bomb Squad, visited the site of the blast Dangi Colony, Mapsa. The blast occurred on Sunday. The exact reason for the blast is still not known. Deputy Speaker and Mapsa MLA Joshua D'Souza and local councillors, including acting chairperson Chandrasekhar Benkar, visited the blast site and expected the authorities to do their job. Chief Minister too said the incident was being investigated.
On Sunday late night, the authorities, including the bomb squad, visited the site at Mapsa to seek thorough investigation after the blast. Speaking to media, local MLA and Deputy Speaker Joshua D'Souza said, "I won't like to make any statement without knowing what actual happened. Let the authorities investigate." Meanwhile, the councillor said that the police should do proper investigation. Meanwhile, another person, Benekar, said that thorough investigation needs to be done thoroughly as it did not happen as per the cylinder blast. Watch. Now these owners have suffered a huge loss besides deep cracks to other people's area who have also suffered other damages. Watch this special story.
जो स्फोट हुआ था वहाँ पे हानि कुछ नहीं हुई, उसकी पूरी ताकीद हमारे स्टेट डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट जो ले रहे हैं, लेकिन इस तरह के जो इंसिडेंट्स हो रहे हैं इनके लिए पूरी स्टेट डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट उसका जिम्मेदारी ले रहे हैं. कोई जो उसके लिए एक्चुअल रिस्पॉन्सिबल है इसके ऊपर भी एक्शन हम ले रहे हैं.
माझे नाव मनोज साखरकर.
केन्ना हे केन्ना कितें
म्हाका आतां फातोड्याक पावणे 6 गजाल आसतली.
तुमकां कितें डॅमेज जाला?
म्हाजी गाडी फुडल्यान आसा रोडाचेर, ते ग्लास फुटल्या.
आनी
सलून आहा म्हणजे सायडी रोडार सलूनाचो एक ग्लास फुटला.
न्हू आनी हे भितर
हे भितून घरान मातशे एल्युमिनियमचे दार हे बँड जाला.
म्हणजे तुमच्या ते बार आनी तुमी कितके मिटर आहा हे?
एक 30-35 मिटर आसता.
30. आणि दुसरी तेजी गेट आहा ती ही हांगा तुमच्या
हय हांगा भितून वचून येयले
30 मीटर सुमार गेट.
हय हय हय.
Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
A mock drill was conducted at Miramar Beach on Monday by the Anti-Terrorism Squad. The superintendent of police stated that the Goa unit of ATS had been trained by the NSG and the squad has the latest equipment to fight terror attacks. Listen in.
We are equally good as any other ATS team in all other parts of the country. We have got our ATS teams trained by none other than NSG itself. Regarding paraphernalia and all the equipments, we have got the latest equipments. We are procuring in contact with NSG and other nodal agencies in central ministry, and we are procuring the latest equipments as well. Recently, security unit has procured a lot of BDDS equipments. We have got a specialized centralized procurement cell in police department, which is now dealing with exclusively for procurement, and we are doing the latest equipments as well. Goa is an international tourist destination, so if at all you see any of the previous terrorist attacks which has happened all over the world, they target places where there is an international ramifications. So Goa is one place, there are a lot of international tourists coming, and anything happens here which has got will get maximum coverage. And they also try to target the places where there is maximum footfall. So as far as Goa is concerned, you can see the maximum footfall is in our beaches. In some of the beaches in North Goa and some especially Kalangut, Miramar and all this. So as a starting we did in Miramar, we will be following this, doing exercises in other beaches as well.
Only thing is, as far as the beach is concerned, you have to understand we have the maximum people over here. So what do you do when is such an incident? Is evacuation. People should not get hyper. So these are the things. So we have to test our forces. And as far as the forces concerned, they have been competing even in the Maharashtra ATS. They have done training and they have come out with flying colors. So you can be rest assured Goa ATS is also capable.
About 100 people gathered at Rasai on Monday ahead of Chief Minister Pramod Sawant's expected visit. The people immediately flashed messages when they heard the CM was supposed to visit the jetty at Rasai. They said they do not want any jetty, whether for passengers, tourists, cargo or coal. They called on the Chief Minister to save the livelihoods of the people which mainly depend on fishing. The Sarpanch and Panchayat members too are with the people, they claimed.
About 100 people gathered at Rasai on Monday ahead of the CM's expected visit. The people immediately flashed messages when they heard the CM was supposed to visit the jetty at Rasai. They said they do not want any jetty, whether for passengers, tourists, cargo or coal. They called on CM to save the livelihoods of the people, which mainly depend on fishing. The Sarpanch and Panchayat members too are with the people, they claimed.
सकाळी एक 10 सुमार आमकां कळ्ळें की CM ह्या जाग्यार येवपाचो आहा म्हण प्रोपोज जेटी सायट आहा त्या जाग्यार येवपाचो आहा म्हण एक खिणा भितर लोक म्हाका दिसता 100 सुमार लोक एकठांय जालो आनी तेच ओड तितलोच की लोकां गांवचो मोग आहा आनी लोक सगलो एकवटान आहा आनी लोक एकवटानूच ही जी गोवोरमेंटान जेटी प्रोपोज केल्या ती लोक गोवोरमेंटा ही जेटी जो गोवोरमेंटा प्रोपोजल आहा तो सक्सेस जावपाक दिवपा ना हे 101% तुमकां जेटी जायी गांवांतो तुमकां जेटी जायी म्हणटोच आमी आयज जो CM येवपा आलो ताका एक क्लियर कट मेसेज दिवपाक सोदताय मुगे कलिगान सांगले ते भाशेन आमगे गांवां एट एनी कॉस्ट आमी जावं पॅसेंजर जेटी जावं ट्युरिस्ट जेटी जावं कोल जेटी जावं कार्गो जेटी आमकां कसल्योय जेटी नाका ही फेरीबोटी आहा ती आमकां पुरो समज हे फेरीबोटी तरी गोवोरमेंटान तरी कितेंय तरी हेजो डेव्हलपमेंट करूंक जायो इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर वाडोवपाक जायो ट्रू पंचायत आमी MLA सुद्दां सांगलां ट्रू पंचायताको फंड आहाय पंचायताचे हिंगा धाकटी शेड घायन लोकां हिंगा बसपाचें वो कितें रावपाचें कितें बंदोबस्त करूंक जाता ते पंचायताचें तो प्रपोजल घेवपाक जाता पूण सरकार ज्यो फोटी मारता त्यो लोक आयकून घेवपाचो ना कित्याक पॅसेंजरा नांवान कार्गो हाडटलो हें आमी बिलकूल मानून घेवपाचें नाय सरकारान आमगे एकूच शिटकावणी अशी की आमगे गांवां जेटी हाडपाचो तुमी प्रयत्न करूं नाका आमगे जीव गेले सुद्दां आमी हे जेटी येवपाक दिवपाक नाय
जर आयको येयलो भाशेन हिंगा प्रायवेट प्रॉपर्टी सगल्यो
हय
ओके गव्हर्मेंट प्रॉपर्टी जावं विलेज पंचायत प्रॉपर्टी कांय ना तेजे कितें म्हणपा तुका
प्रायवेट जावं गव्हर्मेंट तर नाच प्रायवेट सगळी प्रॉपर्टी म्हणटच सरकारानूय तेजेर आनी 4 फावट चिंतूंक जाय आसलें बाबा ह्यो प्रायवेट प्रॉपर्टी हिंगा इतली रेजिडेन्शियल एरिया आहा लोक इतलो रावता आनी आतां सांगले ते भशेन लोक हिंगा नुस्त्याचेर जियेता जावं कोबली घालून गोरोवन फुटाण्यो कांटाडी हे सगळी घालून लोक आपणे दिसवट जोडटा लोकांक थोडे हे ना रे पूण लोक हेजेर जियेता हांव नको लोकां सरकार कित्या रस्त्यार घालपाक सोदता तो म्हणटो सरकाराक आनीक मागणी आमगेले जे लोक फिशरीचेर जावं एग्रिकल्चराचेर जियेता तेका जाय जाल्यार सरकारान आनी एनकरेज करचें तेंकां सबसिडी दिवच्यो तेंकां आनी कितें घालपा जाय जाल्यार लोकांक आनी सरकारान मदत करची
जेलोटी कोस्टा रासोय रावपी रासोय रोटले आयज आमी विथीन शॉर्ट टायम हिंगा थोडो जायतो लोक एकठांय जालो सगळे कामाक गेलोले आमकां एक न्यूज मेळ्ळो आयज हिंगा इन्स्पेक्शना CM आनी गांवचो MLA येता म्हण सो हिंगा पयल्या सा इशू चलता जेटी प्रपोज केल्ल्यो आनी जेटी लागून आमी जायतें ऑब्जेक्शन केलां रेड अलर्ट आमी सगळ्या गव्हर्मेंटाक दिलो आहा आमी जेटी कशी हाडपा दिवपा ना म्हण आनी आयज विथीन अ शॉर्ट टायम जेन्ना आमकां कळ्ळें सकाळ फुडें सगळे कामाक गेलोले सगळे सांगून चापकन आमी एकठांय जाले आनी 10:30 CM येवपा आहलो म्हण आमकां कळ्ळें त्या आजून पण CM येयल ना.
Sagun Gowde for Herald TV.
Fair price shop owners from Perne have claimed they are facing severe financial issues. They have asked to meet Chief Minister Pramod Sawant to sort out their grievances. They said they cannot afford to give the grain free to card holders since they have many incidental expenses. It was okay during COVID period, but now it is not economical. Listen to their grievances.
फ्री कोटा आम्ही आमच्या पदरी व्हरून लोकांक घालतो कारण जरी गव्हर्मेंटान तो फ्री म्हणून दिला तरी तेचो जो हमाल गाडी भाडा आसा तो आम्ही फारीक करतो आणि आम्ही समजून घेतला कारण त्या कोविडाचो टायम असलो 1 वर्ष 2 वर्ष आज 3 वर्ष झाली असो हो कोटा आम्ही व्हरून लोकांक घालीत असो कारण दुसरोय असलो कोटा त्याच्या बरोबर तांकां 3 रुपया दराप्रमाणे तेचेर आमी तो आणि हो म्हणून ते घालतलो आमी म्हणून त्याच्या बरोबर हो घालून आमी लोकांची सेवा केली पण आज 3 वर्षानंतर काल जानेवारीच्या डिसेंबराच्या 28-29 तारखेर आमकां आपयले गेले आणि पैसे भरा म्हणून सांगले सगळे आमी ओनरांनी व्हरून पैसे भरले पैसे भरून आमचो कोठा आमच्या गोदामान पावच्या पयलीं अशें ठरयलें गव्हर्मेंटान की तुमी लोकांक फ्री घाला म्हणटकच आम्ही 2 दीस वगीच रावले तरी सुद्धा हाडून तो आम्ही आमच्या दुकानान भरलो आम्ही आमच्या जो आमचो सिव्हिल सप्लाय इन्स्पेक्टर हा ताका आम्ही लेटर दिले की हे आमचे अशें आमकां सगळे आम्ही दिले आमकां गाडी आसा एका टनाक आम्ही 400 रुपया दिता पारशेचे सांगता तुमकां एका टनाक 400 रुपया दिता हमालाक आम्ही 130 रुपया दिता टना फाटल्यान आणि घर भाडे आम्ही महिन्याच्या महिन्या आम्ही 3 ते 2.5 हजार अशें 2.5 ते 3 हजार अशें भरता त्याशिवाय आमच्याकडे एक हेल्पर असता असे आमचे हे सगळे आम्ही आमच्या इन्स्पेक्टराकडे काढून दिले आयज तारीख झाली आमकां 1 ते 20 तारीख पर्यंत आम्ही लोकांक घालता 22 तारीख आयज 23 तारीख झाली आयज आम्ही येयले आनी इन्स्पेक्टराक विचारले सायबा कालच्या आमच्या पैशाचे कितें जाले तर तो म्हणटा आपल्याकडे अजून काय येवंक ना आम्ही तुमचे वयर धाडून दिला अशें जर आमी प्रत्येक वेळार जर अशें आमी आमकां तुमी अशें सतायतात आयज कितकीशींच वर्सां आमी 30 पैसे मार्जीन दवरून किलो मागे अशें आमी दीस काडल्यात आयज म्हाका 36 वर्सां जाली हांव एक ही रेशनिंग शॉप चलयता म्हणजे लोक सेवाच करता पूण कितलेशेच आतां ह्या गोंयान कितल्योश्योच संस्था आसा गव्हर्मेंट सगळ्यांक कितें ना कितें दिता पूण ह्या संस्थे कडेन केन्नाच लक्ष दिलो ना गव्हर्मेंटान.
मकबूल मालगीमानी फॉर हेरल्ड TV.
Tension prevailed in Marca as Marca farmers demanded audited statements before electing the new committee of Bar Ambre Kazan Tenant Association. The farmers grilled the Awal Karkun, who was representing the Mamladar, as well as 3 committee members for failing to submit audited accounts. They said new committee would be elected only after proper audited income and expenditure accounts is submitted by the sitting committee.
Though the committee members rejected any claims of scam, Premanand Gowde said when the charge was handed over to the new committee 6 years ago, there was at least 1 crore amount balance in the accounts. Further, every year there is auction of sluice gates and the income for 6 years is expected to the tune of crores of rupees.
ना परत जोपर्यंत त्यांची इंटिमेशन ना तोपर्यंत काय करू शकत
मामलेदाराकडे मीटिंग दवरली 5 जणांची ते केन्ना दवरला
5 जाणां ते तुम्ही येवचे पडटले ते केन्ना ती अशी न्ही ते तुम्ही त्याच्या नंतर तुम्ही तुमकां कशें दिसता त्या प्रमाणे येतले शेतकार आणि कमिटी
शेतकाराचे म्हणणे कितें आसा
शेतकाराचे म्हणणे प्रमाणे तेंगेले आतां जे उलयले त्या प्रमाणे शेतकारा म्हणजे जमलेले ते लोक उलयले त्या प्रमाणे तांकां म्हणपा हिशोबा बद्दल सगळो अफरातफर जालें म्हणटा ते आनी ते कारणाक आमकां म्हणपा लागलो आमी कमिटी जोपर्यंत तो हिशोब सारको जायना तोपर्यंत कमिटी काडिना
ते कमिटीन काय रिपोर्ट सबमिट केला ना ऑडिट रिपोर्ट काय सबमिट करू ना
कमिटीन लेटर बिटर केल्या
ऑडिट रिपोर्ट सबमिट केला ऑडिट रिपोर्ट सबमिट केला
ऑडिट रिपोर्ट सबमिट केला
ओके. ब्युरो रिपोर्ट हेरल्ड.
And that's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.